Hey, what's up, Rob? Sorry, I didn't realize I actually started my stream. A little slow this morning, apparently. Good morning. Welcome to another day in the markets. Yesterday, kind of a unfortunate open, or I should say, close to the markets. Um, Netflix gapped down a tremendous amount here overnight over some concerns over blah blah blah. Could be a good place to get in, but I don't catch falling knives, so I'm not really going to be addressing that one. Square, Cyber looks like they're down a little bit this morning. Cyber coming down already into prior high, holding above it though, which is okay. It does have earnings coming out pretty soon. Yeah, sometimes I prefer that to myself too, Rob. I definitely prefer that to me. INSG gapping up for some reason. Verizon launches exclusive Inseego 5G MiFi M1000 nationwide. Turns on 5G. Nice. All right, so Verizon actually using a little bit of a INSG product there is the reason why they're running KGKG. They're a 10-cent over-the-counter stock. Kind of don't know why we watched them. NSC, I was timid on pulling triggers the other day. Looks like that was a good decision. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And look at that. Look at that the other day. Just slam right back down under the 195. Got all the way down towards 190. Double bottom with a little bit of a gap up this morning. Grifols breaking out today. Again, another new high. Match.com sitting. Waiting. NASDAQ yesterday sold off. I think it was another distribution day. Today looks like we're bouncing off of the Bollinger Band in the middle. I'm not sure if that's the 20 or the 50. Some I think it's like the 21-day moving average. But Match.com tightening up right here, at least in terms of volume. Price not so much, but it's like a few larger red candles coming into the mix here in recent history. Some of those have acted as support, it looks like. We'll see if Match is going to maintain or pop into new highs or how that's going to work out. Cyber down 1% right now. Already bounced back a little bit. SQ looks like doing pretty good. Volume pretty decent this morning. Opening 5 minutes almost done, but that's not doing too bad. Cyber, I'm not really happy with that general action. Down about 1%. It's pretty. Yeah, as tight as it got up here towards the top 3 times, it really shouldn't go much lower than that low. Robert, the question, yeah, I think INSG is in a good spot. It actually broke that little mini bull flag. It had a little small bull flag here until it broke it yesterday a little bit. Volume was light on INSG. It's getting up here towards the top of this trend line here. So it did break structure, but it formed a new one. So going to help market cap because of some regulation. They can't regulate market cap really. Let's go top up here. We got Netflix, Amarin. Ooh, big gap down there off an attempted highs. Carvana breaking a little bit lower. Huya Sherman-Williams breaking down. Take-Two Interactive, not too bad. Pays. Roku. Big dump after market based on Netflix comments at earnings time that they're going to be built into AT&T boxes, which may end up getting rid of some Roku customers over time. ZTO failing from a little flag. MDCO back in towards the bottom part of a channel. That could be interesting. Winnebago. Qualys coming back into the base. Not a good time for it to move. Cyber looks like it's coming back a little bit. GH yesterday had a pretty good day. Intuit, Snap, Twilio, Snap again, Twilio again. Let me see our Cyber now, 0.14 coming back. MDCO keeps following me today. I guess I'll take a closer look at you. So I've had this channel on MDCO now for a little bit, and it looks like we are coming down towards the bottom part of the channel. We've tested bottom 1, 2, 3, 4 times. If we can find some support down here, maybe we can get a bounce up over here. Looks like we had a little mini gap down. There's a little bit of support here. There's some supportive action here. We did end up reversing. Looks like to get this guy back up to about 39, 38.50. Square's up 1.4%. That's pretty good. Constellations brand pretty tight. Volume diminishing decently. Looks like MU. Little flag setup. Getting some good volume this morning. Roku bouncing back this morning. Already about to close yesterday from this gap down on the overnight session. That's all gap right there. We closed up here and it gapped down to 106. Take a look at Square. Square setting up nicely. Coming up to yesterday's high, which broke that little small declining trend line on the daily. Looks like that's not a very viable trend line anymore. I'm gonna have to extend it out as such. Market a little bit positive, which is good. We came back from from kind of negative territory. Hmm. So match is basically on breakout watch here today. Yesterday's shop was on fire till the afternoon session. And then just gave pretty much all of it up. Um, that was quite a bit of volume that came and stepped in. Cyber down to about 0.37 right now. Let's see if we can pop up here. Volume not very heavy this morning whatsoever. Looks like back to some normalish trading, which is okay. We're maintaining above that. I mentioned earlier that low. We're maintaining above that so far. So that's a little positive. INSG towards a high day right now. That's pretty good. How's our volume doing? Pretty good. That looks, yeah, looking pretty nice so far. Let's see if we can line up a trade for this. Well, let's see if I can line up for a trade for this guy. Good volume this morning. See if we're gonna. All right, sorry about that, Rob. Not really sure what's going on there. Probably my modem again. 6:45 in the morning. Not quite sure why there should be. Well, that should be good. I'm at 22 upload. Netflix headed lower, it looks like. Let's go to the global watch list. Yeah, we saw. Yeah, we saw it. Absolutely, Justin. Sidewalk workers. No, you know, they cut the sidewalk. They cut one across the street, and they haven't been back since. So I guess they'll be back at another point in time. All right, so it looks like Match.com's attempting a breakout here. There's the NASDAQ still hovering over into positive territory, which is good. Match doesn't have a lot of huge days, though. Here's a prior breakout point. Yeah, good volume there, stepping in. So I just took a trade on Match. Let's see if it works out. Kind of a weird little shaky market environment, but Match has been holding up very nicely, kind of doing its own thing. We'll see. We'll see how this thing goes. Look at that volume. Pretty good. How's our volume on the daily here on Match? At 352, 58. Yeah, they're heavily buying this thing. There's a few thousand shares being traded. Look at that, 360. Look at this green number right there. 65. 66, 67. So they're buying it. It'll get up there. Looks like we're going to have a nice little breakout move here today. Need to have this continue for a little bit. That would be great. All right, let's take a look around as Match.com does its thing. SBNY, MED. Hey, what's up, Eli? Grifols, another little mini gap up this morning. Micron has a very nice little bear flag or bull flag. Kiwi also with a little bull flag. Kiwi needs to get on my list here. A line with earnings coming up, getting pretty tight against the trend line. Supported here by the 200-day moving average. See if it acts as support. There's Micron again. Why does everybody ask me if I've seen the obvious move today? Of course I've seen it. I saw it yesterday. Edward Life Sciences with a interesting, that would definitely be a basing structure. 723. So next week. Let's get back to match. Looks like match is coming in some. All right, let's just go straight down the list here. I like that align chart. Why is triple Q's red when NASDAQ is neutral? I don't know. Negative 0.6. Could be there's more selling pressure on the TQQQs than on NASDAQ. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, they don't always do what they're supposed to do. There's always a few outlying days. No options are expiring today, so I don't know. Could be a good value buy if you think about it. I need need to do like a survey or something about days like this. See if they're a warning sign, or see if they're see if they're a warning sign, or see if they are a nice little portfolio booster. A little turbocharging going on. Yeah, could mean that the market's weaker than it looks, or it could mean the opposite. It could mean that I don't know. I really don't have an answer to that one. SBNY write-off. They had earnings. Not a lot of volume today. They're in a weird spot in the weekly chart too. ZTS pretty tight there. Booking.yeah. There's Cisco again. Looks like pulling back a little bit. And I'm back into some choppy stuff here. Going through the same signals over and over again. All right, let's get back down to the actionable list. Actually, I want to see what's at the bottom of this list. We got Netflix down 11%. Ameren got hammered for some reason. Trade desk back down towards the 50-day moving average. All right, let's get back down to actionable list. We got LK up 2.59%, kind of off of a little low area. Square, Cyber pulled back down. INSG. All right, Match looks like it's continuing its little run here. That's good. LK, KG, NSC, Grifols. Shop maintaining around here, which is a little bit encouraging. GH, I really like this name. Whoops. At least the chart. I like the chart. It's pretty nice. A little choppy on the right-hand side, though, unfortunately. CMG up there. How's Square doing? Pulling back. Anik, pretty nice and tight down there. Could get a nice pop. STZ, Cisco. What was? There's one I was looking at that was just under $100. Beyond Meat looking. Beyond Meat's been looking pretty decent since this candle. Now it's putting in a little bit of a higher basing structure. I don't mind that. Let's put an alert on this thing. Looks like Roku's going green. Sell volume yesterday was a little bit limited, which is good. Cyber 0.62%. Disney and Amazon coming in. They're both down over 0.5%. Match up at 76 now. Volume pretty. Look at that. We're already almost equal. I won't say almost equal. We're about half of yesterday's half an hour into the market session. So that's encouraging for at least a decent volume day. Ideally, if this were to be a breakout day, which this is a flat base, so it should be a breakout day, we should see some pretty good volumes. 24%, so that is indeed another base. So there's your undercut, first stage base, second stage base for Match.com. Man, Pay is still up here. That thing just won't quit. All right, I got to find that stock that's around $100. Pays just won't die. GH is a good candidate right around $100. That one could blast off. There's another one though that never crossed $100 at all. Square's not it either. Pulling back, another dollar here is pretty interesting. Yeah, I agree with Cyber there, Rob. I agree with Cyber. Yeah, so far Cyber up here is just consolidating this pop. Ideally, we'd get going in a few more days. They do have earnings coming up though, which kind of makes it hard to hold. 8-7, so we do have some time. So we have looks like we get about a little under 3 weeks for Cyber. So we'll see if earnings is gonna keep it down or not. I don't know. I don't think I can search by. Well, I guess I could if I were to put price on my screener here. That would be a good way to do it. Amazon coming back down to the buy point. Disney also coming in. We mentioned that a little bit. Sherwin-Williams coming in too. Yeah, we've kind of been in a sideways market. Nothing major moving us in either direction. Everyone's kind of anticipating. Oh, here it is, Qualisys. It's this guy. 98 was the high. Been flat right here at 100, coming and trying to come out of this base. So it's Qualisys is the one I was thinking about. All right, and I actually have that highlighted, so a lot of work for nothing. I could have just looked at my highlighted stocks. Carvana failing. Good thing I jumped out of that one quick. And the Netflix. Eli, you looking at anything? Take a look at our crowd here. Actually, looks like crowd's jumping up right there. Not too bad. Good volume this morning. Maybe trying to get back up towards that $80 level. Oh, they got earnings today. So, won't be touching that one. Check on Roku. Roku looking pretty good. Came down almost all the way back in, basically to my buy point. I actually closed Roku yesterday up here. So I want to see if I maybe want to get back in. Maybe, maybe not. Not really convinced as of yet. It's a good little bounce though. Let's see what IBD's got to offer this morning. They were just talking about the market carnage yesterday. Little cancer testing company poised for big growth. What do you got here? Neo. Let's go take a look at Neo. Oh, there goes some Roku. Looks like that's holding up. Oh, look at that. That's pretty interesting. Hmm. Sales increase in this guy. Looks like this has a history. No, they're pretty high. Match.com 4% right now. Huh. Neo, interesting prospects here. Interesting prospects. Oh, look at Match.com 4.35%. Boom, moving up. Very nice. How's our volume doing on this guy? Pretty good. Already a 691, which is good. Marcus kind of having a hard time getting over this area right there. So that high, so far acting a little bit of as resistance. Square positive though, which is good. Cyber's still negative.